Next joining method is going to be what's known as a mitre joint in our flat frame construction joining methods. Mitre meaning 45-degree joint. Useful for corners of frames, window frames, door frames, mirror frames, or in this instance just our practice frame joint. For this, to mark out your mitre joint, pencil, steel rule, your tri-square, your two pieces of material according to your drawing cut to 160 millimeters in length. Ends have been squared on the band facer belt sander and you've marked on face and edge. In addition to this, you'll need your drawing and this tool here, which is known as a mitre square. So your tri-square has I'm going to number my parts 1 and 2. Part 1 goes over part 2, checking that the ends and edges are square with each other. So end and edge are level. Mark its width, square that across. Really faint line. So I press the edge of my mitre square up against the edge of my material, marking from corner the edge, my square, and mark across the edge. Edge marking to inside edge of my mitre square, marking from corner the edge, the opposite face, mark on hatching line to say that's waist. Marked out so that when they go together, the inside edges be adjacent to one another. This tool here is what's known as a mitre saw. It allows you to cut wood along its face or down its edge at set angles. First thing we do before we start is check that the angle is set to 45 degrees. Lifting this handle, setting it on the protractor underneath to 45 degrees. Edge marking on material up against the guide here. Set it so that the blade is just beside my marking and no more. I can hold it down flat. You could clamp it as well, would be another method. It's all about going slow, smooth and gradual to get these cut. One cut, and you see I've still got my line marking all the way around the face and the edge. They're cut and they're nearly there, but what we need to do is clean them up on the belt sander, band facer, in order to get them to the lines, so that we get 90 degrees between the inside edges of our mitre corner joint. First thing I do is set my mitre fence on here to 45 degrees. Lift the belt guard cover. Just check that there's 45 degrees between the edge of my fence and my belt, and set. Should have now right angled joint between part 1 and part 2. Checking I've still got my lines around the face, edges and opposite face, and that is our flat frame construction mitre joint.